So you know the old saying, the rich get richer? Well, I hate to be a dick, but after getting Kevin Durant, the Phoenix Suns have been linked to several potential buyout candidates and should have their pick when the time comes. Currently, it's believed that Reggie Jackson and the Charlotte Hornets, after being traded from the Los Angeles Clippers, are negotiating a buyout to try to make both sides happy. The Suns are rumored to be monitoring Serge Ibaka, Will Barton, and Terrance Ross. Hit the like button and tell me in the comments which of any of these seem the most attractive to you for the Phoenix Suns. I'll get right to my opinion, and if you've been following this channel for long, I'm sure it will come as no surprise that in my opinion, the point guard position has been the Phoenix Suns' Achilles heel, and it needs to be addressed first. I used to think that the Suns had everything under control with Cam Payne as the backup. During that finals run a couple of seasons ago, Cam Payne was actually pretty electric. And if you remember correctly, in the offseason after the finals, a lot of people thought that he was going to get a big payday from another team, and there might have been teams that offered him a decent chunk of money. But he chose to stay with the Phoenix Suns because he loved the team, he loved the camaraderie of Mikal, oh man, too soon, and all the other Suns players. And Suns fans really thought we hit the jackpot. I remember saying, oh my gosh, when's the last time a player chose to stay with the Phoenix Suns instead of taking a payday somewhere else? We really thought we had lucked out. I think we all can agree he more than cooled off after that finals run. Went back to some of his old ways. And then this season, he's felt a little bit better. I don't hate what I've seen from Cam Payne this season, but it's not what it once was. Now, sprinkle in the fact that Chris Paul is literally cursed and has been injured on and off this season. And as a Suns fan, you find yourself desperate for a point guard that can come in and take the reins if and when it is necessary. Now, why would I say that? Because I'm not concerned about jinxing Chris Paul. I couldn't jinx Chris Paul any more than he already is. Every single playoff he gets hurt. Maybe the Suns will get lucky and this will be the first season that he doesn't. Are you willing to put money on that? Let me calm down here. So speaking of that exact playoff run, one series before against the Clippers, Reggie Jackson forced Suns fans to respect him with his gritty, tough play and great shot-making ability, great playmaking for others. We said it right then and there. We want this guy on the Suns at some point. Without Kawhi Leonard, he stepped up to the challenge and almost handled the Suns. It took the Valley Oop to put them away. And then after that series, the way he was crying in defeat, it wasn't something to make fun of. It was inspiring. You could see how much he wanted it. I've been looking into the Reggie Jackson situation, and it is not a matter of will he be bought out by the Charlotte Hornets. By all reports, it's going to happen. The question is, how good is he? Like, what does he have left in the tank? And maybe also, why would the Clippers let him go if he is still good? And in looking into that, at least from Clippers fans' perspective, they are going to miss him. Almost every comment I've found about the situation is Clippers fans saying, man, I'm really going to miss Reggie Jackson. I hope the best for him. They're not cheering losing him, and that's not nothing. And to my understanding, he just fell out of the rotation in favor of the younger Terrence Mann, and he might have sulked a little bit and not been super happy about it. That wouldn't be the case in Phoenix backing up and potentially succeeding Chris Paul at some point, potentially. Also, the Clippers really wanted a backup center, and Mason Plumlee had been putting up some sneaky good numbers on the Hornets. It really just feels like Reggie Jackson needs a fresh start. And let's be honest, nowhere is fresher than Phoenix right now. I definitely believe that he's better than Cam Payne. I don't think there's any question that he's more reliable. And it would push Cam Payne back to being the third point guard, which is a place I feel much more comfortable having him. Cam Payne would actually be a terrific third point guard. And remember, Saben Lee is on a two-way deal, so he more than likely will not be taken into the playoffs anyways, just like Gabriel Ife Lundberg last season, if you remember that situation. Same thing goes for Ish Wainwright, so keep that in mind later. Cam Payne has been averaging 12.1 points per game, and his 3-point percentage hasn't been terrible, 37.8. His assist numbers have gone up this season, but so have his turnovers. And we cannot forget how injury prone he has been this season. Forget, do you believe that Chris Paul is going to stay healthy? Do you believe Cam Payne's going to stay healthy all season and in the playoffs? Or better yet, do you think both of them will stay healthy and you won't need for a third point guard? I think it's unlikely. Reggie Jackson is averaging 11 points per game this season on 35% from three. But once again, he's been in a situation where he's not in the rotation the way he wants to be, and he's not happy about it. The Phoenix Suns must make this happen. It should be priority number one in the buyout market. Nowhere on the Phoenix Suns roster is there a greater need than the backup point guard. Hit the like button and tell me what you think in the comments below. Until next time, go Suns.